Okay, I'm about to demonstrate how to open a BMW side case lock without a key on an unlocked side case bag. What I'm going to do is actually pull the cylinder, the lock cylinder out using a paper clip. I've seen online several people using different kind of homemade tools, but I found that just a plain old heavy gauge paper clip seems to work the best. What I've done is I've unfolded it and bent about a 1/4 inch bend in the end of the paper clip, and now I'll show you how to open how to pull the cylinder from the BMW side case. This particular side case is from a Case 1600 GTL. What you want to do is you want to push the paper clip all the way to the back of the cylinder. You can kind of work through the leaves in the lock itself, and you'll finally hit the very end of the cylinder, and you'll find a hard stop down in there. And then what you want to do is you want to bring your paper clip with the long edge facing the unlock position. So this basically is in the unlock position. You want to face the unlock position all the way to the end of the cylinder. Sometimes you got to kind of work it past those tumblers. Okay, but you'll feel the hard stop. Then you want to pull that down and bring it towards you until it falls into the very last slot in the cylinder, and I'll show you in a minute what that looks like once we pull it out. But you can very clearly feel that there's a slot there. Now this is the kind of the tricky part. You have to kind of work that angle down, and you're going to actually be pushing against the side of that locking tumbler. And once you feel it just right, and it takes a little bit of practice to get this kind of just right, but you can put, once you get the kind of a little bit of some friction against that last tumbler, it should just lift right out. Like I said, sometimes it's a little bit of a trial and error thing. There it goes. Okay, so now that's the tumbler in the out of the box, and you can see this is the very last leaf that holds the tumbler in. Okay, and what we did is when we put the paper clip inside, we went all the way back and stopped at the very back, and then when we pulled it back out, we actually dropped down into that last locking tab groove, which you can see right there. If you can see my paper clip, I'm trying to bring it in close for you. You can see my paper clip is in that very last groove, and all we really did was just turn the paper clip so it would kind of grab the edge of that leaf, and when we pushed it back downward, it lifted. It basically pulled this leaf all the way down. So once you get that pushed down flush, it'll slide right out. There's some very good videos on YouTube already that show how to redo the lock, how to rekey the lock. But the very first step is obviously getting it out of the box. And I've seen some examples where they're taking it all apart and doing all these complicated things, but I believe all of them are pretty much basically the same. If you get that paper clip in the right place, you can slide that locking leaf down and pull it right out.